How's it hanging? Hope you're all having a wonderful day, and we're back with some Outworlds 2, where we left off.
DeVries said the grand plan made her do it, huh? Jeez, kinda preachy. Keep it in the monastery, lady.
Exactly, Moon Man. Where we left off, she had tried to blow us up in the relay, but we crashed the relay, I think, into the area that we didn't have people in. Ooh, what's this? First things first, I want to fast travel here, see what West Point looks like. Part of it. Okay, so what's our mission? Travel to a place called Gold Ridge. That's over there. Actually, we're going to travel here. Just to make sure everyone's safe and fine, you know?
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end? Like, our employment contract just keeps renewing.
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this crummy.
Did you hear? The Vox relay has launched into the stratosphere, and it landed in Westport, turning the whole town into a crater. It's very fortunate I enlisted you when I did, or the town's populace would lie in the city's smoldering remains. We are beyond fortunate that no one was injured. Aside from those in the relay itself, I suppose.
Where's that guy? I want to see if I can find the guy who was in charge of the other place. Nah, it'd be too much hassle to hunt him down. Okay, first things first. So we still got that put on, nice. So that is active, nice. Fast travel here. Nice.
Ah, there you are. I was expecting you 4 minutes and 27 seconds ago, but never mind that. I have a missive for you. Highest priority. Recipient's eyes only.
Who about what?
All I can tell you is that it is from Arcadia's most judicious custodians, the Order of the Ascendant.
Ooh.
I am not privy to any information beyond that. Oh, they did also say it was important. I was tasked 6 months ago to deliver it to whomever ship was at this landing pad at this exact time. Well, 4 minutes ago, like I said. All other questions may be answered by viewing the missive, I expect. Farewell, and
Wonder if it's
as
a
they
message
say,
from the doc.
may all your endeavors come to fruition.
Whatever happened the moment the DeLorean got hit by lightning, you know? Not gonna autoplay it? Okie dokie. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, I have that one. Hat were fine. I'm assuming it's going to be one of these things. Like that. Must have to play it in the ship. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that look cooler. Then we can put an armor mod in.
Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us.
Oh, ah.
Auntie Fizzo's Purpleberry Bunch. Suck it, chew it, you can do it. Auntie Fizzo's Purpleberry Crunch.
We only have one at a time. Okay.
Authentic.
Aww. Okay. This is our weapon holder. So keep the rifle out. No, we keep the shotgun out. Oh, silence rifle. No. Keep the shotgun.
Purpleberry lunch.
And that one next door is our armor. Let's have a look at that helmet compared to ours. Oh, wait. Yeah, not as good. Okay. Nice.
Auntie Fizzo's Purpleberry.
Okay. Probably that then. Extra damage resistance.
When you don't have time for Purpleberry.
Nice. Not gonna put an optic on our gun because I like the moon thing, but helmet. Get an additional grenade slot. Additional medical hit that. Nice.
Greetings, Agent agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine DeVries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality.
Okay.
I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help
So like
each
a
other.
enemy of
I
my
entreat
enemy.
you to speak with
Mario.
Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Well, who could turn down an invitation like that? To Golden Ridge, Commander?
Sure, but I'm going to speak to me crew first. That's me pet. Where's me crew? Well, Valerie would have been down here.
Commander,
Oh, they're in there.
the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station due to the astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild.
Ooh. What can you tell me about Golden Ridge?
Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining uranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources.
By the free market.
Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called
Might
such
go
as
there
it was
first,
built
then.
out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name.
There's something about the astrogator being rebuilt.
Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable.
Got it.
Injuries detected. Please seek medical assistance prior to loss of consciousness. How may this unit assist you, Commander? Readying database.
Assessment of the
Which
crew.
member of the incognito would you like assessed?
Miles
Agent
first.
Ibarra has resumed regular exercise and no longer requires hourly provocation to move. These are all strong indicators of improved mental health.
Wasn't doing well, was he?
Agent Ibarra's lack of motion was becoming a cause for concern. However, this unit maintains full confidence in his resiliency and current combat readiness.
Thoughts on Inez?
Grafts are known to cause pain and discomfort due to dry, flaky skin and restricted blood flow, among other issues. While Trooper Sealong has declined this unit's offer of therapeutic palpation, she has allowed for a humidifier to be installed in her quarters. For now, Trooper Sealong's overall health outcome remains uncertain. Continued monitoring is advised.
Okay.
This unit is ready to answer any and all queries.
Let's have a little check in with the crew.
Oh, my system still ain't gotten the memo we're clear of the relay. I'm itching to keep running. We're damn lucky we got out in time, Commander. I'm glad we were able to convince all the Westport townsfolk to go to Fairfield when we could. Seeing the wreckage now, a town wiped entirely off the map, it's sobering. Oh, law. Now Milver Street's gonna boast about snatching those folk from the jaws of death, ain't he? Good luck to them.
Yeah,
I'm
some
glad
thoughts?
those Protectorate folk wised up and went to Fairfield. They're smart, resilient, resourceful, They'll be fine additions to Auntie's choice. Reckon the Vigilant will need some time to acclimate, but once he realizes the chance he's been given, he'll take to it like a terror ray in the night sky.
Talk later. Okay. That. Okay. This is Inez's room.
It was great. This one was for Niles, right? It was great meeting you, Niles. You're right. An agent's life is a busy one, and there's little time for meeting with citizens to say farewell in person. But we are happy to be of service. As for your question, there's absolutely no reason you couldn't become an agent if you put your mind to it. It only requires hard work and a dedication
we
to
must
the
get
greater good.
another
I have
crewman
no
for
doubt
here,
that you
one
have
for
what it
there, so
takes
another
to be one
two.
of the best and the brightest,
Three.
Niles. Good luck to you. And look me up if,
We've
or
got
should I
another
say
three.
when, you become an agent.
Niles. I wait for your stuff and listen to your private message.
Helen's old quarters. I figure, if anyone's unlikely to be vexed by finding fossilized purpleberry crunch in their mattress, it's an Auntie's Choice trooper. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher?
This is tough. I think Helen would like her. Yeah.
Suppose you're right. They'd have matched wits well enough.
I wait for your stuff and found the audio from DeFreeze. Are you a trader?
Found it, huh?
Yep.
No. You know what? This one's on me. Shouldn't have left a line about...
Reminiscent?
Something like that. Truth is, I was getting ready to toss that old thing. Guess I just wanted to listen to it one last time. See if I missed anything other than her waxing about the greater good. I don't know. Some hint of who she really was? Some sign that she could turn into someone who'd betray her own team? Sounds stupid said out loud.
You're processing in your own way. I get it.
You know, I can't really remember what the others sounded like. Helen, Eric, Wade. I've tried recalling their voices, but there's just... nothing. Static. All these years. And the only recording I've managed to preserve is from the one person I'd rather forget.
Yeah, the others were even proud of the agent you've become.
Kind of you to say, Commander. I hope it continues to be true.
Do you want the recording back?
No. Burn it, launch it out the airlock, do whatever you want with it. It means nothing to me now anyway.
You have any opinions on that crew?
Always up for a little backfence talk. Though I'm guessing you don't mean Val.
I'm interested in what you think of Inez.
Can't say I know her well enough to have much in the way of an opinion. She seems capable. And shockingly, she hasn't tried to sell me anything yet. She's still got more loyalty to Auntie's Choice than they have to her, but maybe we can help her see that one day. Sure thing. I trust you've got particulars in mind.
Talk more later. Okie dokie. To the next place. No, we'll go to Free Market. Check that place out. I don't know what the people here are like. They may not like Inez. So, we'll go out with Valerie. Oh, looks like... Is it Auntie's choice place? On bounty? Nothing yet.
Looks like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. Needs some aging, but not too bad.
What? I was just with Barney. He said we're not getting any new shipments for months. What did he let you try?
Well, I maybe didn't run it by him.
10 more bits and I can buy my
Metal
kid a
barrel
first
up in the
gun.
bar.
Come
Said
on,
Auntie's
have a
finest
heart.
Star wax on it.
That wasn't booze. That was ship wax.
Really? Barney should start.
You get a lock picking up so we can steal.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Hope that wayward science type didn't disturb you much, friend. We at the station normally do our best to dissuade partisans from making nuisances of themselves.
Actually, I wouldn't mind learning what she's doing here.
Suppose I can't stop you. Just don't let her convince you to do anything that might put you at odds with our security forces. All that aside, enjoy your time on the station. Don't get into any trouble.
Greetings. Are you perhaps interested in advancing the knowledge of Arcadia's history through scientific exploration? What am I saying? Of course you are. Please, do tell me anything you might know about the crash of the ACS Free Market.
I can just get to the point of whatever you want. A crew of deviant and like rats sabotage the controls. The leader remains at large. Did I do it? Should I lie? No.
Do pardon my forwardness. I saw that you were a new arrival, but I held out some hope that you might be able to enlighten me where the station populace has not. As an archivist, it's my duty to collect and record hitherto unrecorded knowledge.
And we don't want to wreck
wherever it can be
recordings
found.
of history, you know?
My earnest questions have been met with suspicion.
I'm guessing the free market is the ship the station's built around.
You are correct. Unfortunately, I'll take that question to mean that I can't interview you for more information. Fiddlesticks. If some independent preservationist would be willing to assist me in discovering the truth, I certainly would appreciate it.
Sounds like you need some assistance. I could lend a hand.
That's great. I can offer you a stipend from my exploratory budget for anything you might manage to discover. Converse with the locals, peer into unturned corners, and see what your able hand might unearth. I look forward to furthering the cause of history with you.
Any tips?
I'd ask about in the saloon and the bazaar. Both are places where gossip flies about like so many tarot rays. Sub Rosa likely has some information about the crash, but I'm not sure where. You also might be able to find some intact portion of the ship amidst all of the station's wreckage.
Okie
Take a
dokie.
look around. I'm sure you'll be able to get farther on your own.
Thanks for visiting Free Market Station. Pleasure as always.
Bar shop. Bazaar. Not a weapon store. Oh man. Would have been great if it was a weapon store.
Buy from me and live. Think I misplaced a hand grenade. We'll know in a couple seconds if it's armed or not. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection.
Why is your store called Not a Weapon Store?
I'm glad you asked. Weapon is an all-encompassing term. A rock can be a weapon, or a stick, or a particularly agitated sprat if you have thick enough gloves. But what I sell here, I wouldn't dare lump them in with mere weapons. These are finely tuned instruments of personnel elimination.
Oh man. I've got a melee on high enough. You got a sales pitch that would make anti-choice blush. Right. But they're still weapons. Now that one.
I appreciate Cleo's ability to sell, that's for certain, but I have no doubt my artifacts of death shall impress you far more than anything her corporation can rush out. If you don't believe me, look for yourself.
How did it end up on Free Market
That's
Station?
privileged information, friend. If you want it, you're going to have to kill me. Just jesting. Although if you did want to kill me, I've got many finely priced perforators tuned to do just that. Perhaps you'd be inclined to take a look at my wares?
I wanted to buy guns to
Go on
kill
a
him with.
murderous rampage with what you buy. It's good publicity.
Just ammo cost off of rifles though. Oh, I like that. Gain additional. Ooh. That's really expensive.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my store.
Okie dokie.
Anybody even listening to this? I mean, listen, I know I shouldn't warn you about this, but anything I sell you runs the risk of exploding.
Ooh, nice.
I trust you'll appreciate my forthrightness and be all the more willing to buy from me.
Anyone business? Do you know anything about the free market?
No. Ships decidedly ain't in my purview. You sure I can't interest you in some bric-a-brac instead of this conversation?
Ah, not found. I think you want to answer a potential customer's question.
You'd need to purchase much more from my stock for me to consider such a course of action.
Is it like much of a
I'm
merchant?
taken. I never intended to be. But when life breaks your jaw and shoots out your knees, may as well learn to get good at crawling, right? Be happy to show you.
You got mushrooms, gears. I think he just sells junk. I can buy the black powder. No. Know what? Oh, it's not junk, they're stuff they're junk. Oh, they can be broken down to crafting materials. I didn't realise that. There.
Buy from me? Hello,
I just did.
more.
Then I want to see
I
if that now
guarantee
allows
you
me
some
to.
of my inventions will be working soon. In the meantime, I've plenty of miscellanea for sale. Oh, I prefer to focus on the present and the future, and not things that may or may not keep me awake in the dark and lonesome hours of the night.
Right, so if we find something, engineering's not high enough, but if we find something,
Great. Let's get back to not this subject.
so buying stuff.
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest.
Didn't help.
Medicaments, drugs. Get your drugs here.
Okay.
Got a sale on teeth extraction today. A quarter off with one or more bloodlettings. If you've wounds that need stitching or teeth that need scrutiny, I'm your doctor.
I'm a little dentistry obsessed for a doctor.
Yes? Is this a problem? I'm the only doctor on Free Market Station. I think that excuses whatever quirks I may or may not have. My prior faction demanded I strictly adhere to my vocation and forego the world of dentistry, under penalty of death after a certain number of infractions. Suffice it to say, I'm pleased Free Market Station allows me to be myself. Depends. Can you pay? I've met some people who disagreed. Then they died. Consider your decision the proper one. Is there something else I can offer?
Okay, I was hoping that might have opened up about asking about the place.
If you lost it, I'm selling it.
I feel I should address any allegations you may have heard regarding bloodstains on my inventory. Just means it's been well loved. Tell me what you need.
How's business?
Booming now. Used to be a few other armor shops on the station. As it happened, their owners mysteriously vanished. I picked up their inventories
Killed the
real cheap,
rivals and took their stuff.
since they were just taking up station storage. It sure was a convenient windfall for yours truly. Real convenient. Exactly. I wish some other sorts around here who like to cast aspersions were as understanding as you. Can do.
Ooh. Shouldn't have bought this other stuff. Okie dokie.
Bludgeons, bombs.
Okay, that's back to him.
buses. We've got it all, except that last one.
German's second choice might be the pub. Okie dokie. What else do we have around? I'll go check up there first before we enter there. We need to find something in order to get the other guy talking.
Garment's here. Come ganderize. My folks didn't raise no fashion monger, but they did raise a bloodthirsty opportunist. I'd like to think I'm making them proud. If you're in need of sprucing up the old wardrobe, I can provide.
You've got quite a collection. How'd you come by it all?
Used to be part of Auntie's choice. Nothing special, just a pilot for light cargo vessels. Had a lot of time to think with just the void for company. Eventually decided I was sick of being overworked and underpaid and made off with my cargo. Turned out to be generic clothes, work gear, and such. More of a market for it out here than I would have guessed. I've bolstered my wares since. You should give them a look. I got rags, fineries, and everything in between.
Okie dokie. Got nothing. Try to get as many recipes as possible.
Meals currently sold with. Welcome to our stall. We hope this is the first meal you ever have in your life. What may this unit rehydrate for you?
You're in charge of the stall all by yourself?
Negative. This unit and stall are registered to Gerald T. Wenrich. Mr. Wenrich last visited 222 days ago. When last seen, Mr. Wenridge mentioned he was, quote, going to teach those, redacted, sub rosa, redacted, a lesson. Nobody extorts Gerald T. Wenridge. All wares were at some point cooked fresh. Shop here to acquire fine
Okie dokie.
or cheap.
I think if Otis has.
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest.
Okie dokie. At some point we have to find out information for him.
Tired of firearms that explode in your face?
I'm beginning to reach the tail end of my patience. You will tell me the location of the broker.
Stranger, seen my fix? Hope you're about to offer to rid me of this damn fool.
You cannot dissuade an arbiter from their sovereign-given duty, no matter how much of an irritant you may attempt to be.
What seems to be the problem here?
I came to meet with the information broker for, protectorate business, protectorate reasons. However, I find myself foiled at near every turn. None within the protectorate would defy an arbiter and expect to live. Regrettably, I cannot make the locals see reason without rendering myself unable to learn what I seek.
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite to the broker. And you've been anything but.
Why not let him have an audience with the broker? At least he wouldn't bother you anymore. No. They rarely bend that they can't bend the rules, and this guy's yeah.
I am hardly bending the rules, as you so put it, as we arbiters may operate however we see fit. I appreciate the observation, however. Hardly expected such from an outsider.
Say whatever you want, but trusting this fella even this close to the broker is a massive risk. Be a damn fool to take him at his word.
Me and the broker sounds like it could be useful somehow. Maybe we can work together.
You suggest a partnership? An arbiter working closely with a third party is unheard of. But I suppose if I've no choice...
Interesting thought. Occurs to me there might just be something that needs looking into.
Well, this has intrigue. I love intrigue.
Within the Golden Ridge locale on Dorado, there's a refugee camp. It's unassuming, quiet-like. Most of the folks there just want to be left alone. They see to the few needs they have by working with the broker. But we ain't heard from them in a fortnight and change. Serves to reason something untoward may have transpired there. You see your way to looking into that, maybe we'll talk.
Yeah, how does it work with the broker?
That's between them and Sub Rosa. You in or you out?
Sounds like a plan.
Great! Take the lap cained with you. I've had enough of his excitability, and so have my customers.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investigation, but perhaps we may surprise one another. I'm Arbiter Tristan Rao.
Right, information not found. Ooh, okay. Never worked with a partner before?
When I was an apprentice, yes, but not since. And certainly never with an outsider. I shall meet you at the camp. Let us hope we both arrive there intact.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
What are those masks around Sub-Rosa agents have?
If you were running a less than legal group, would you want everyone knowing your agents' identities?
Yes.
I don't think so. Lots of folks in Sub Rosa have friends and family elsewhere. Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate predominantly, but some order. If their identities somehow got out, those friends and family are suddenly going to look like much juicier targets. It's safer for everyone this way.
Any rumors?
Always. For example, there's some kind of hoity-toity collector type parked upstairs. Supposedly, she's willing to sell some of her collection if you impress her. Laws.
come now, Prospero. You've been on that stage hundreds of times. This perturbation looks bad on you, and you're not one for looking bad. Terribly sorry you've got me ruminating. A man of my persuasion shouldn't stoop to such self-deprecation, especially in front of prospective customers.
You seem like you could be well informed. I have a question about the crash ship.
You've identified me properly. But information transference is the lifeblood of Free Market Station. And if you want a transfusion, you'll have to grant me a spot of help. I'm in charge of keeping the patrons of the saloon entertained. Normally this does not present an issue, but
They want me to sing?
learned
Fine.
that an old flame of mine shall attend my next performance. My resolve is uncharacteristically flagging. I find myself fixating on the most minute of issues.
Hi, Bernie. Hope you're having a good day.
To my confidence.
Why are you trying to impress this person?
She knows my real name. Prospero's just a
Bernice.
stage title,
Sorry.
as it happens.
Hi, Bernice.
There's a certain kind of intimacy that I fear shall be difficult to ignore.
I can help. What do you have in mind?
Liquid courage has never failed me, but I have a discerning palate. The automech chef in the bazaar sells my preferred brand of alcohol, though it can be headstrong. You see, I can't just drink any old swill from the bar. My refined palate can only stomach one drink. Iceberg-aged whiskey.
Okay, so I think we have to get him some whiskey then.
Item, I'm told. Now, if you'll excuse me, an artist must be granted solitude to properly amass his mental forces.
Okay, so this is the bathroom. That's locked. Okay. But ask this guy, see if he has any other
Greetings
whiskey.
again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
One's whiskey. Do you have it in
Oh,
stock?
sure. Got it right behind the bottled gold and spiced silver.
Oh, excellent.
No, I ain't got
Oh, dang
any
it.
fancy booze for our in-house drunkard. And if he wants to know if I do, he should come and ask me himself. Or better yet, focus on his upcoming set.
Okay, so it's not in there.
Another challenger approaches. Prepare to be sent weeping from my curio collection. None have defeated my
There's a
collections,
collection
and none
of
shall.
Cheerios.
But I do so delight in a competition. Are you prepared to do battle?
I'll hear you out. What are you preparing to do battle over?
Cards, my dear, of the toss ball and pitch ball variety. I must
The
make
game,
your
it's Outer
collection
Worlds
best
2.
my own.
So it's a sequel to Outer Worlds, but you don't have to play the first one if you haven't played the first one. It's fine to hop straight into the second one. It is basically like a space RPG, similar to the style of Fallout, that type of stuff. So there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of choices, and stuff like that. Few here.
Sporting. Let us do battle. Ha! What is this pitiful display? Are these your rarest cards? Get them out of my sight. You have nowhere near the number in my collection. I cannot open my wares to any unless their collections rival my own. I hope you understand. Feel free to return once you have bolstered your
Okay,
ranks.
so we have to find more of those card things in order to thingy. Doesn't say stealing. Whoop. Can't get in there. Okie dokie. You only have 5 cards. You need 15 cards. Okie dokie. So we definitely need to find more. So that format saloon can be sold by an automech in the bazaar. Okay, we know who the automech is. And it's the merchant, and I don't know how to get the information from him. And then it's on to the next place. Okay.
Get caught unawares all you like. My armor will keep you safe.
You need coveralls, we got coveralls.
Error. Road sales grandstanding not found. If you became violently ill after eating here, please feel free
I haven't
to
played this
write
game.
install on angry.
Um.
Then burn it. What may this unit rehydrate for you?
I want to say a thing about 5 hours, 6 hours. So not long. Looking for a special brand of alcohol. Iceberg aged whiskey. Do you have any?
Yes, Iceberg aged whiskey is currently on reserve for Prospero Palo. Current customer is not Prospero Palo. Unit cannot vend to current customer.
Oh, we don't have the hack for that. He sent me here to get the alcohol. Can you make an exception?
Unit is not familiar with that recipe. Scanning. Customer has not transfigured into Prospero Palo
Okay.
since last visit. Unit cannot vend alcohol until this occurs.
Do we need to get a hacking up to 3?
Unit cannot see due to extensive oil splatter residue on ocular lens. Presently using heat measurement instruments to sense customers. Error. Road sales grandstanding not found.
Okay, so I think we have to go to Golden Ridge.
Buy from me, please.
Because we definitely haven't found out the
I
information
guarantee you some of
to
my
make him
inventions
talk.
will be working
I'm assuming the
soon.
information we probably get from the
In
other
meantime,
person.
I've plenty of miscellanea for sale. Oh, I prefer to focus on the present and the future, and not things that may or may not keep me awake in the dark and lonesome hours of the night.
What other games do we play? We're currently working through the Final Fantasy series and we're up to Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. You know what?
Great. Let's
I'm
get
going
back
to save it.
not this
I'm going to see what happens if we threaten them.
Hello once more. I guarantee you some of my inventions will be working soon. In the meantime, I've plenty of miscellanea for sale. Oh, I prefer to focus on the present and the future, and not things that may or may not keep me awake in the dark and
Okay, so
lonesome
we're going to try
hours of the
option
night.
2.
I don't think that'd be smart. I need to keep my mind free of trauma if I want to improve my workflow.
Dang it.
Oh, I prefer to focus on
So I
the
do think we
present
have to find out
and the
information first
future,
before we can get him
and
talking.
not things that may or may not keep me awake in the dark and lonesome hours of the night.
Yeah, I didn't realize I've given you bits enough to prove. Yeah.
Is this how one gets ahead in business? I suppose I ain't got a choice. Before it crashed, I served on the free market as a secondary
Hey,
engineer,
nice.
first grade. Had a colleague who was very talented, but not very good at hiding it. Supervisor saw her as a threat and demoted her to the engine room. She wasn't the type to take a blow without dodging.
Didn't realize there was politics, even among grease hands.
In Auntie's choice, there's politics among waste technicians. My colleague sabotaged the engines when her partner was on his mandated 2-minute break. When the
Ish.
free market attempted to breach orbit, well, just about everyone died. I made it to an escape pod on the port side. The ship landed on its starboard. I got lucky.
Sounds tough. So you had to go through that.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, can we get back to subjects that aren't this? I got goods to sell. Anybody even listening to this? Let me sell you stuff.
Okay, so we've got that one. Is there a way of increasing, like a consumable that increases our hacking? Or any of these that increases? You could bring that up by 3. That's a valid. Ooh. Armor heals 20 health instantly. Yes. Sub-Rosa headquarters. So there must be... Maybe it's that. Okay, we're going in. Popping a cheeky little save. Don't have the engineering. Ooh. They don't know about Final Fantasy. Oh, they're a good series of games. Got a lot of RPGs. Need brawny for that. I think there's so much where I need a lot more skills, you know? There's a ladder. See what's up the ladder. Ah. Wait, but after the last 16 thefts, I had to assemble this locking system. My apologies for those who've been pawning my belongings to feed yourself. Okay, so that gets us in there. That's a green. What happens if we... turn them all on. No. I think we have to turn them all on. I think we were close of our original... Dang it. From Otis. So maybe we see Otis and... and he'll help us get in there. Oh, there's another rift. Game is super brainy. It has its moments.
Latest contraband came in. Looked like quite the haul. Any standouts? Thanks for visiting Free Market Station. Pleasure is all ours.
I think the other one's in there.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good?
Okay, we'll see what happens if we speak to the guy and say the robot won't let us through. Otherwise, I think this is coming back when we learn those skills, unless...
As it happens, standing in one place and focusing on not being nervous does not, in fact, help one not be nervous.
The Olmec chef has some of your whiskey, but he'll only vend to you. Can you come with?
I would love to, my friend. I truly would. But what if I leave and my flame arrives while I am absent? I may appear to be the picture of relaxation, but I assure you, this is all a carefully constructed facade, bent to exude confidence. If I leave, it shall shatter. And if she were here waiting for me when I returned, I shudder to think at the upper hand she would gain. No, my friend, you must make do without me.
How you doing?
I've been better. I've been worse.
So I do think we need to learn hacking in order to get into that robot. I'm from the United Kingdom.
Blades, bludgeons, bombs.
See if Otis says anything about that code.
Contraptions don't explode.
Otis,
Hello,
sorry.
once more. I guarantee you some of my inventions will be working soon. In the meantime, I've plenty of miscellanea for sale.
Okay.
Anybody even
Nope.
listening to this?
Shop here to acquire preparing sniveling servitude protocol complete. Greetings, most valued and attractive
Country, the United
customer.
Kingdom.
What may this unit rehydrate for you? Scanning. Customer has not transfigured into Prospero Palo since last visit. Unit cannot vend alcohol until this occurs.
Okay, so we definitely need hacking to get that.
Due to extensive oil splatter residue on ocular lens. Presently using heat measurement instruments to sense customers. Meals currently sold with both salt and pepper. Available today only.
I don't want to break in. In case... Ooh. Okay, so it'll be in the safe. It'll be easier to get hacking than it will get in thingy. I wonder if we can reset our skills for anything. So we'll check back on our ship. medical thing. Are you upgrades? Okay, so it's not that. I don't think we can. How long have I been streaming? Been since 5 o'clock today. Okay, so I feel like we can't progress them until I'm able to do stuff. I don't think we can like reset any of them. So it'll have to be later that we'll do thingy. So we've only got one place to go, which is Dorado. Okie dokie.
Careful now. Oh, you sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy.
See what this plan's like. We'll go. Yeah, with these two. How many years? A lot. Because we're multi-stream. You'll find us here, YouTube, and all that. So you'll find us where you're watching on Twitch. Find us on YouTube, verticals, all over the place. Many years. Many, many years. Not on Twitch. Whoa!
Whoa. Didn't realize we were getting so close to the action.
Wow. Okay, that looked cool. Yeah, Twitch only a couple of months. But we've been streaming on like other platforms for a while. Dr. Abbott, search the camp. So I think down there first.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden. Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives. Thank you for picking up your personal belongings. We must all work together to keep Golden Ridge beautiful.
Like that. It actually responded with us picking up the stuff.
Impatient anti-choice administration officials directed their labs to find ways to remove the parasite. A variety of methods were tested and found effective, but they were all time-consuming
Yes.
and wasteful of the edible portion of the
Out there, okay.
Attention, passenger. You are running 21,000 27.5
That's locked.
hours late for your tram. Please be mindful of your departure in the future.
Another rift here.
The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram.
Ah, okie dokie. Okay, maybe there's like a jumpy thing to get down? Maybe? Aha. What about stuff, Jen? Stuffing things. Everything's about stuffing things.
Think they made the statue big enough?
Oop. Yeah, that way down looks broke. Maybe we jump up? Like boop 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 boop. Over here. Okay. If it's that other thing and I need hacking, it makes it stupid because we can't do anything. Oh no, there's a door on the other side, guys. Ooh, no way up here. The lift. Okie dokie, we'll be back in 1 sec. Okie dokie. Ah.
Multiple signs of habitation observed. Helpful tip. Agents are advised against touching stains of questionable origin.
Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble.
You need to get engineering up.
Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct
Unless
violations
you're bent on
may
exploring,
warrant notification
best we
of
hoof
the
it over to
Sentinels.
Matriarch's mercy and meet with that Abbott Bassar mentioned.
Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies
Okay.
of both sides. In time, everyone will.
Unwarranted
Maybe we head straight for the
may be
Abbott.
a sign of a more
And hopefully that will
serious
start giving
imbalance.
us missions in this
Please see
place.
at curativist before boarding.
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please! Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately.
We?
My family and I, we was making our way to the mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. but being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back.
Okay, let's
Please
go
help us.
help them. You know, it's the right
Ain't
thing to
nothing
do.
I can do for them,
Definitely
but
does
you
not sound like a
got
trap.
weapon and medicines, and can get us to the camp. Please.
Our observation's high. Something's wrong with you and your story.
Of course there is. It's my family. They're hurt, dying.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you. Thank you. This way. This way.
Get him, boys!
Triggerfinger's still tired.
We knew they were going to try ambushing us. Okie dokie. Well, you know, their own fault. Okay, we put on. Listen, we'll start disposing of some of these bodies as well. Oh, wrong button. Then no one would know anything happened here. They'll just find goop, you know? Green goo. Nice. Okie dokie, carry on. Anything? Nope. Okie dokie. Oh, wait, there's a thing down there. Goes for stuffing things, you know?
Stranger, in light of the recent attack on Auntie's Choice, you may want to make haste to Matriarch's Mercy. It's just down the road here.
What was that attack?
I can't rightly say, and that is rather concerning in its own right. It seems our temporary ceasefire with the corporatists may be at its end.
Ceasefire?
Yes, this was an active war zone until recently, and now seems like it may be so again. Not quite certain why the attack was launched, but that is not under my purview. I'd surmise that when Auntie's Choice realized they couldn't get through our defensive measures, they wisely chose the path of diplomacy. Seems I was mistaken. They must have done something to provoke an attack, which is why your safest path now is the one that leads to Matriarch's Mercy.
Why is that? What else is going on around
The
here?
Order controls everything south of this point, but the rest is beset with various dangers. Zealots, scavengers, creatures, and corporatists. Well, not certain about that last one anymore after the attack.
What kind is that?
Cultists, mad to the last one. I believe they worship the rifts or some such. People will turn to anything to ease their discomfort during times of crisis, I suppose.
What are you saying about scavengers?
They're both unstable and violent. Auntie's forces call them scrappers, and uses them for just that, gathering scrap materials. Excessive abuse of stimulants has made them severely unbalanced and prone to violence. They've also been known to pose as refugees, to lure their victims into ambushes.
No, we've already met them.
There are several camps of them northwest of here. I'd strongly advise keeping your distance. The creatures are of the genus Varachnid. They are large enough to kill a full-grown human, and exceedingly willing to do so.
May all your endeavors elicit expected results.
Okie dokie. Yep, there we're going.
Exponential increase in local population detected, and max occupancy exceeded. Non-essential persons.
Another refugee? All right, step forward. Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations.
Maybe knows. I can't wait. But I might get these others people sick. I'm not a refugee. I'm hearing orders from Ruth.
Ah, I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger.
What is the exclusion zone?
I thought the name was self-explanatory. Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Danger from what? Or when? Unclear. Stay away from it, and, in all probability, you won't have to find out.
People sure take your predictions seriously.
Our predictions spring from the universal equation, the very numbers that guide the stars. Only a fool ignores probability, and we don't suffer fools around these parts.
We might have to send nows back. The refugee encampment was supposed to be safe.
Safety and probability are incompatible. Eventually, nowhere will be safe, including here.
Is there a rule 3?
Not at present, but according to our predictions, the creation of a third rule is likely, if not inevitable. That's enough questions. Keep the line moving. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
Okie dokie. What happened to the refugees? They were right behind. Dude.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning Trimikinas. Peaceful silence in the canyons.
I can't recall the last time this region was silent.
Thus, if... And then we solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something?
You usually perform advanced calculations in the midst of a busy settlement?
Typically, no. And it has been somewhat challenging focusing my concentration. The abbot felt a scientician operating in a conspicuous spot in the thoroughfare might be useful. An illustrative way for our guests to see how we operate. To show how the crabble patties are made, as it were. That is, if the meat preparation involved a 90-step rate formula and a conflux of polynomial equations.
You're just mathing out here in public. The passers-by can watch you math.
I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps due to my central location, 89.74% of the time, I am simply asked for directions.
So you're the 10.26% of the time, they're asking you if they can use the space.
I am sure they bear any inconveniences with grace and dignity. I mean, the statistical jump correlated to residents within Matriarch's Mercy has some pretty compelling numbers. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors: longevity, access to medicine, potable water. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes,
Not the
indeed.
xenofauna.
Numbers are really against you out there.
Most people need more than medicine and water to be happy.
We have diverted internal resources to better meet demand in key areas. And I'm pleased to say that's led to a statistically significant 2.7% increase in refugee satisfaction.
Nice.
But if my data remains unconvincing, I suggest you inquire with Provisioner Plotnik inside the lift building. Simply tell her Archivist Widmark approves brief use of her time. Then back to it I shall get.
Look at that. Didn't carry over the 2.
How long are we meant to stay here?
That's the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
Broke my nose. I banged him up real good for you, didn't I? I won you one, right? Matters settled.
The void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly unconscious a while now.
Can you tell me anything about the situation in the settlement?
You used at least 2 words I ain't sure I know. And I already forgot the question. No? I think.
You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She's the brains in this... What does she call it? Oh, yeah. Quasi-illicit shenanigan.
Doesn't like to look at us when we're all banged up. Said my face turned her off Borscht loaf.
Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you.
Okie dokie.
Friends, apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere.
What about Pom's not taking much of your time?
Well, if it's in the displaced's best interests, I imagine I can find a moment.
Seem fairly in the know. What's the situation?
Yes, I reckon I do have my ear to the grimy dirt floor of Matriarch's Mercy. I hear what common lay people are saying, and the wide array of bodily noises they make. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously expatiate on our sex origins in the most rigorously pedantic detail.
You haven't actually told me anything about the situation here.
Oh, dear. I got ahead of myself, didn't I? That's an occupational hazard around here. As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality of life. I am single-handedly making a difference here, with constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle.
You think people are listening?
Never as many as I would like, perhaps, but my little congregation grows by the hour. Eventually, my unsophisticated layperson friend, The knowledge just seeps right in. Give it a few years and they'll even be asking questions.
Ooh, some wanted stuff. Better engineering for that.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to be.
I have the medicine. Was anyone injured when it fell?
Oh yeah, Duarte. He's former aunties like me. He was underneath for a few hours. Or, no, that was before. This time it was Rollo Nast? No. Gert Valkenburg.
Not Gert Valkenburg.
People here need more room to breathe.
They were the best of us.
Can't set up in the exclusion zone. So they build up. Best they can, at least. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. After a while, the stacked up little huts they jury-rigged come tumbling down.
The bunch displaced have been hurt in doing this.
Oh, you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at it. What else choice they have? Order won't listen. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. Seems like all they care about sometimes.
They're always doing the best with their hand they've
They're
got.
doing something, which is better than nothing, but not by much.
Ooh, well, stealing, I'll have it. Oh, that's stealing, dang it. Okay, that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is where the Outlaws 2 shall end for the day. We will be back tomorrow after our Final Fantasy 13 Light and Return stream to see if we can help the people of this planet. I say thanks everyone who came along and kept me company over on Twitch and on YouTube, because the content we create on these channels are only made possible thanks to you watching along at home, so it's very much appreciated. Thank you for your time. Well, hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, and stay safe.